everybody, I'm Matt Hill with Night Energy Services.
This is Kim Lavin with Winter Mud.
And we've got our guest Nathaniel Harding, Managing Partner of Cortado Ventures. And this is our show, everybody, let's do it. Fossil Fuel Fridays. Nathaniel, thank you for coming on and being a guest. I really appreciate you letting me reach out as always, and very gracious of you to talk about your new adventure. Before you do that, just tell everybody, just give us a rundown of your bio, where you came from, and now where you're at.
Sure. So I'm actually from Oklahoma originally. Grew up in the oil patch. My family has been at oil and gas companies since really going back to the 70s, so my whole life.
Nice.
And went to University of Oklahoma. Met my wife there. We got married, moved to Denver. Joined the Air Force, was in the Air Force Reserves for a number of years.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
That's awesome.
Came back to work for the failing business at the time. It was called Harding and Shelton, and we developed fields in western Oklahoma. I'm an engineer, so I came up through it that way. And so really most recently, we have a firm called Cortado Ventures, which happy to talk more about.
Please.
But really just had that background of being an engineer, being in the Air Force, being a business owner, and an investor, and really just brought all those to bear with what we're doing now.
So when you see it, once again, Ken and I are highlighting and showcasing people of our state and just the amazing contributions you as a leader have given us, and just thank you all around from everybody. Yeah. Tell us about Cortado. I'm very excited.
Sure. So my partners and I launched Cortado Ventures last year, which is a venture capital fund, just like you would see in Silicon Valley.
Yep.
We focus on early stage technology companies. So technology and tech enabled, the earliest stages of companies that you see. And we have pulled together almost $20 million, making us a formidable venture capital fund. And we invested in these startups to help them with their explosive growth plans. And so, really what we look for are companies that have tremendous potential for growth by leveraging their technology.
That's fair.
And then we invest in them at those earliest stages to help them with that growth.
Is there any pre-plays on stocks like GameStop that I should be looking at?
Yeah, I wish.
Just checking. So,
but that's right here in Oklahoma.
That's right here in Oklahoma doing this.
Yeah, that was something that was huge to me, to see that we had a Silicon Valley-esque a branch, basically, so to speak, starting here. That's massive for our state, just as a whole.
What industries are you focused on with that tech?
Yeah, we have a lot of pride in that, because my partner Mike Marotti, as well as David Woods, we all built our careers in Oklahoma. We all started companies and grew companies in Oklahoma in different sectors. And we think that's important because that's what we invest in. We invest in what we know, and we invest in some of these sectors that are maybe overlooked by the Silicon Valley funds of the world. So we invest heavily in energy tech, oil and gas, utilities, power gen. We also look at logistics and manufacturing, as well as aerospace, agriculture, business services, and biotech.
Nice.
And so some of those are sectors that might be overlooked by your more established or kind of West Coast venture capital funds.
True.
So we do that because it's a business opportunity, but also because we know those sectors. We built businesses there. And you invest in what you know. And we like to invest in companies where we can give them an unfair advantage to succeed.
Absolutely.
So we bring the checkbook, but we also bring some know-how and a network.
And could you even say right now that it's an opportunity for those who may have been let go in the oil and gas industry? There's opportunities for them to expand in this as well?
Absolutely. And actually we hope to have an announcement soon. So you heard it here first.
We heard it here first. We got a bunch of this coming up this year.
But I'd say in the next 30 days or so, we'll be announcing an investment in an oil and gas technology company. And they are looking for a sales lead in Oklahoma City or Tulsa. So get the word out.
Okay.
And I'm here to tell you it's going to be the fastest growing oil and gas company, oil and gas service company, technology driven company that's going to be moved in the state. And so it's a great opportunity for the state, for the industry, but also for people that to use the skills that they've developed to bring it into a new and exciting opportunity. There's going to be more of that. I kind of feel like I'm also living that a little bit myself, because I've been taking my experience from oil and gas and then applying it in a new way, right? And so leveraging that experience, leveraging that network to say, how can we take those skills and apply them, in this case, investing in fast-growing companies.
And bringing people along and supporting them in that same effort and showing them how to do it. And I love the fact that you see the future in that our industry is now becoming, completely reliable on tech. And we push it and we develop it, and yes, it's maybe not seen by the outside world as much. So
yeah, every business is becoming a tech-enabled business, and or they should be, right? And there's a lot of know-how, there's a lot of technology that's out there, but maybe hasn't been applied or not applied the right way, the right kind of use case in oil and gas production and development. And so that's where we just see an opportunity for us to be able to really have a high impact, which makes me feel good as an Oklahoman, but it's also, like I said, these things work and sustain if they are successful financially.
Absolutely.
So the best way to create sustainable, successful companies, the best way to have to diversify our economy is to do so in ways that are frankly driven by capitalism. The financial reward of doing this creates sustainable companies that are successful on their own merits, and that's what we look for.
That's awesome. And you're getting to, just like having kids, you're getting to watch it start from the beginning and bloom and grow into this amazing company.
Yeah, it's really cool. We actually had an update with the company today that they tripled their revenue just in the past several months. And
wow.
And those stories are out there, and it's getting pushed out there, and we love to see it, and it's so great to see to work with these entrepreneurs that we meet them a lot of times in their idea stage, and then over time they kind of grow into 10 employees and 20 employees, and I'm sure we'll see many that have 100 plus employees and go from kind of that initial widget, the initial invention that they're testing out, and then it gets scaled, and we just love to see that success story and that growth.
That's awesome.
Well, tell everybody before we go, how do they look up and find out more about Cortado?
Yeah, so Cortado, the website is cortado.ventures.
Cortado.ventures.
You'll be tempted to put .com, but don't do it. It's just cortado.ventures.
Okay.
And you'll actually see a lot of information about us in terms of what we look for, where we invest, and as well as a quick form to fill out to kind of send us elevator pitch information. We're very active on social media. All of our handles are just Cortado Ventures. So whether on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, you can find us that way. But yeah, reach out to us. There's an email address there as well. We look at hundreds of deals a year, and we love working. My most favorite part of my job is seeing these new ideas and seeing the excitement and the energy of these entrepreneurs. And so even if it's not a fit for what we do, a lot of times we can help think through what does this technology, what does this business need for its next step to succeed.
Well, I look forward to sending Nathaniel a lot of shower thoughts and having him tell me no. I appreciate it. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. You guys take care. God bless. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Well, this Oklahoma sunset brings me back to a place I know I'll never forget. Sitting here waiting on another day, purple skies with a touch of gray. No more troubles that I can see, life is good for you and me. Love comes easy, you know I'll have to say. Another Oklahoma sunset's just a day away. Well, it was hot, so hot we were almost frying. The weatherman, yeah, he keeps on lying about that cold front coming in from the north. No rain for weeks, the crops were dying, the windows open and the baby's crying, but we're still looking good for the cookout on the 4th. Oh yeah, well the wind's blowing through like we opened the oven. The sun's going down, then we all start running.